So as we earlier said that binomial distribution is used when you have discrete data, when the data is in steps. And the example of that could be flipping a coin. A coin could have head or coin could have tail. Let's say if I flip a coin, there is a 50% chance that this would be head and there is a 50% chance that this could be tail. If I have to draw the probability distribution of that, that's very simple. So what I can do is I can draw a line here and two bars here. Let's say first bar is head, second bar is tail. And here on the vertical axis, if I put that 0.5, this is the binomial distribution when I flip one coin. What it tells you that what is the probability of getting head and what's the probability of getting tail. So the probability of getting head is 0.5 and the probability of getting tail is also 0.5. So this is a very simple example of binomial distribution. But let's say if I flip more coins, let's say if I flip two coins now, the chance of getting two heads, two tails or one head and one tail, we need to calculate that. So once we flip two coins, the chance of getting two heads is 0.25. There is a 1/4 chance that you can get two heads and there is a 1/4 chance that you can get two tails, and then there is a 0.5 probability or 50% chance that you can have one head and one tail. We have not gone into details of probability, but let's take that for now, and that's a common sense as well. One head, this is two heads, this is one head, one tail, and this would be two tails. This is 0.25 and this is 0.5. So probably this is, I would draw a binomial distribution when I am flipping two coins. So as you increase number of coins, things would get complicated. Let's look at one example of binomial distribution when you flip 10 coins. How does that distribution looks like and how that can help you in finding out the probability? Let's look at that. So here I have the binomial distribution where I have flipped 10 coins and I am interested in the number of heads here. I am not going into the calculations of this. I am not going into the numbers what I have written here. These have come from a program which is R, but let's not talk about that. But this gives you the idea about the probability. And what does this mean is that the probability of getting 0 head is very low. This is the probability of getting 1 head, 2 heads, 3 heads, 4 heads, 5 heads. So the probability of getting 5 heads, let's say, is something around here, which is, let's say here this would be 0.25. And then the probability of getting 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 heads. So this is how a binomial distribution is drawn. How can this help you is that now if I ask you a question, what is the chance of getting 5 or less heads? If I am looking for that probability, I can just find it out. So that's the probability of getting 5 or less heads. There is a 62% chance that we would have 5 or less heads. Remember that when you flip 10 coins, you expect that you will get 5 heads and 5 tails because your coins are unbiased. But that doesn't happen. There is always a randomness. Sometimes you get more heads, sometimes you get less heads, and this is how the probability is represented. So this was the binomial distribution. And what is the normal distribution? Let's look at that on the next video.